day all the way to her last day. Hey guys, so this week I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I really enjoyed it because Fangirl is a contemporary novel about a girl called Kath who's going to university for the first time, and it covers things like Kath's first boyfriend, first day all the way to her last day of her first year, being away from family, and it's everything that happens to her, what happens when family members are mentally ill or they end up with other problems, really nicely well written, university, and it covers things like first boyfriends, making friends, how to remain yourself at university, being away from family but still come out of your shell a bit, and family members are mentally ill or they end up with other problems as well. Not exactly risk-taking university or anything else like that. Be out there in the world a bit more how than to remain yourself in high school, but still it's just generally really nice sort of contemporary novel that I wouldn't usually pick up myself. Be more. The reason why I read this was because my best friend bought it for me 2 years ago when it was out in the world a bit more than because she said that I'd really enjoy it and she read it and it's just generally a really nice sort of contemporary novel. I wouldn't usually pick up myself. The reason why I read this was because my best friend bought it like that, and it was going to be about someone who's highly popular and had just come out. Because she said that I'd really enjoy it because she read it and she really enjoyed it. Generally mocked on the internet, which is intrigued because I read the cast. So it was nice to read something that. So I thought it'd be nice to read songwriter and things like that. And it was going to be about someone who is a fangirl. And I started reading it 2 years ago, got to chapter 7. Then started my first year of university, and I never actually managed to finish it. So I thought I'd take this time to actually read it from start to finish, and I'm really, really glad that I did, because I'm heading into my 3rd year of university now, and I totally related to a lot of things that Kath was going through, and I felt like in a lot of ways that Kath was me, in a lot of ways. Like, she's a fan fiction writer. She would much rather be at home basically just writing that fan fiction instead of going out and partying. She can't make friends that easily. She doesn't know what to do with a boyfriend or how to get one or anything like that. She's really worried about everything and is generally in a state of anxiety a lot of the time and things like this. And it really sort of hit home to me because I feel like that is me in a lot of ways. And this book sort of covers quite a lot of difficult talk about subjects like alcoholism, being away from home for the first time, dealing with university and first times with boys and mental illness and stuff like that. And it was really nice to read a book that was basically positive about it all, and it gave the positive message that everything will be okay in the end, and even though you don't know what the future holds, things will turn out okay eventually, and it's not always going to be bad. And even though things look terrible at times, things are still going to get better in the end, even if it doesn't feel like it at that time. Which was a really nice sort of message to have for Fangirl, and to generally just have, because there's a lot of times where I feel like everything's going to hell and it's never going to be okay again. So it was nice to have a reassuring book that sort of had this sort of, here's a bad situation, and you don't know what to do with it, but things will get better in the end. And it was really nice to sort of have that, and it was in a really realistic way, and it was really relatable and all the rest of it, so it felt like a nice comforting story instead of like a complete horror show or anything like that. So that was really nice to have. Also, I really like that this has extracts from Kath's fanfic in the book, and at the beginning of each chapter there is a little extract of what she's writing, which kind of relates to what's going on in her actual life. And it was really nice to have that sort of little mini story running all the way through, and it's made me really excited now to go and read Carry On, which is the spin-off of this, which is basically Kath's fanfic in an actual book form, in the full story, which I'd really quite like to read, and I am going to eventually. But this was a really nice book, but I do have one criticism of it, and that is that some things could have been explained just a little bit better at points, because like with the alcoholism for one of the characters, it's never explained why this character has turned to alcohol. It's sort of implied why, but it's never really especially talked about that much, and I would have liked to have that a bit more solidly talked about a bit, and the ending's a bit sort of open-ended, which I can understand why that was done, but I would have liked just a slightly more definitive ending but apart from that, it was really, really nice, and it was sort of, even though the ending was slightly odd and some things could have been explained a bit more, I really enjoyed reading this book a lot, and I would definitely read it again as well, actually, at some point once I've finished my incredibly long list of books I've got to read. But I really, really did enjoy this, and I really, really related to Kath on a level that I've never really, identified with a character before. I've identified with characters, but never before have I identified with one this much. Never have I come across a character who's so like me. It's almost like Rainbow Rowell had actually watched me for a year and read my mind and then based Kath on me. It was that like me, which was really, really cool and really, really nice, because I'm used to sort of coming across characters who are incredibly brave and chosen ones and all the rest of it. So it was really nice to just have a completely normal character who's very much like me. It was very reassuring. And generally this book's just really reassuring that life's going to be okay in the end, which is a really nice sort of sentiment that I wish more books would have. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my book reviews, please click subscribe, because the next book I'll be reading is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. So, I better get around to reading that. So, until next time, guys, bye!